Shazam! Welcome to the Salt Labyrinth podcast. My name is Hank. With me is the Monster Society of Ben.
I wanted to be Captain Ben. Damn it. Please?
Maybe one day.
Next time, can you Shazam?
You have to say the magic word then.
Please?
That's not the magic word. In this case.
Yeah, this was an interesting comic.
Yeah.
It was
Shazam and the Monster Society of Evil by Jeff Smith, who's most famous for doing Bone, which we covered in a previous podcast.
I got a lot of different thoughts. It was a fun time, ultimately.
Yeah, it's light and fun.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes like you want like a really nuanced thing, and other times you just want like crocodiles that are eating kids. Like that's the baddie, you know?
That's the baddie.
Just real simple, real cut and dry.
Yeah. Actually, my only complaint is it's not. There are places where it's a little too edgy for me.
Which edge? Which part?
Specifically, Mr. Mind's design in this.
The snake?
He's supposed to be a little caterpillar.
Oh.
But originally, he's supposed to be a little caterpillar with glasses and a bow tie.
Oh, yeah, that's disappointing.
So it's just better than, like, making him creepy.
I think...
Just give me the caterpillar with the fucking bow tie and the glasses. And the tiger should have been in a purple suit.
Dude,
those are my main complaints.
I'll be honest. Coming at this with like, I guess technically my second experience with Shazam, if we're going to count Kingdom Come. I feel like it's a bit of like I feel whiplashed, honestly.
Sure.
Like, it feels like there was just
you should.
It feels like I don't know how the rest of them have gone, but it feels like an origin story that's meant for people who have read 1,000 origin stories. It felt like we really bumped along. Like we were really
you just thought the pace was fast? Yeah.
I thought like, and there's stuff that like shit just happens. We're gonna go. Like he said Shazam, and whoops, he fucking zapped his sister, and now she's also got powers. Like, all right, let's fucking roll.
Yeah, man.
Like,
let's fucking go.
There's just no like, there was no downtime, and it just kept popping. I wasn't ready for that pacing. There's one part that made me a tiny bit salty, and it's because it's a concept that I like to think about, and they just it was just like a not a kids comic thing, but it was a comic thing that was kidified. I don't know. Our boy saw before the creation of time. There were footprints on Earth. Like what? Like nothing. I wanted more. He saw before time, Hank.
He didn't see before time. He put his footprints in cement at the start of time.
See, that's
fucked things up.
That's like and that's like I understand, like we're dealing with comic logic and shit, but like I love this kind of concept. So like Bud fucking steps in the cement at the Big Bang, and what do we like? There's big footprints on Earth. That's it. That's the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
But it's like whatever. But I
the evil caterpillar gets to bring in his big robots.
Yeah, that was I didn't. We don't like. How is that related? I don't know. We're fucking rolling with it. I love the page where it's like, oh, we got to go to the authorities. Like what? No. Oh, we got to go to the media. What?
Oh, you trust the media?
Yeah.
Fucking gotta tell somebody.
Yeah. No, that whole thing was
That aged well.
yeah. I guess the only other weird bit that like it wasn't it's not the worst case, but like man, those kids looked fucking weird. They kind like in the sense like they just look like miniature adults, I guess, a bit. It gave me that vibe. But I was looking and I think part of it may just be like some of the line work, like the not line, like not all line work, like outlining stuff, something. I don't know. There were some real odd shots, I thought. But
I mean, that's kind of
terrible.
like Billy kind of is a small adult just because of his life.
Yeah.
Like part of he's has to take care of himself.
Yeah.
He's been living on the street.
Honestly,
his sister, and he's just wearing those baggy clothes.
His sister was a bit worse. There was some weird shots, but like that's that's whatever. That's like the only thing. But it was fun.
Yeah, it's fun. These fucking Monster Society, they're the monsters.
They're monsters, dude. And that what the hell was the dude's position? The politician, attorney general or whatever.
I think the attorney general.
Yeah, something like.
Yeah.
Fucking. What a guy. Your government.
Yeah. You can post 9/11 comic book.
Yeah, dude, I was What year was this?
This was I want to say like the book it says 2007. But I'm sure he was working on it for a while too. And I wonder if the issues came out like a year before that or something.
Sure. Yeah, that tracks though.
But yeah, you can there's Bush era reaction.
Oh yeah.
This.
Oh yeah.
Strong. I would say that is what has what extremely dates this comic book. It's just like
when the fucking I guess we don't know if they're homeless, but like the assholes who are going after a literal child for what I assume is petty cash at best. And the fucking attorney general is like, you don't want the terrorists to win. They're like, no, and they run off. I'm like, ooh, I know when we are. Yeah, I really like some of the concepts with like the wizard stuff. I like wizards as a rule.
Yeah.
And I knew I knew because you explained to me how like the deal, right? With Shazam and like getting the powers and stuff, but I didn't know the details. I thought it was pretty cool with like what were all the people? I forget all the names. Hercules, Zeus, someone. My phone ringing.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't remember. Solomon.
Right, for Solomon for wisdom, Hercules for strength or something. I can't remember the A or M.
I know one of the A's is Achilles for courage, which I find hilarious. I haven't read the Iliad, but little whiny.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I could not think of the M or the other A.
What page they say it on?
I need to get
M, I think, is Mercury.
The one where he gets his powers, man. Come on.
No, it's not the first one. It has to be before this.
It's definitely when he gets his powers, because the dude is like, say the magic word.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Solomon for wisdom, Hercules for strength, Atlas for stamina, Zeus for power, Achilles for courage, Mercury for speed. Atlas. Holding up the world.
Yeah. I saw a bit where a little page from a thing where Superman replaced Atlas for a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also like that the wizard gives him the word and then a fucking stone cube falls on him.
Yeah, dude, like my time is almost out. Like, what? It's hanging by a thread. Like,
oh no!
Just crushes him.
That shit just rules because, like, you're like, fucking what? Why?
Dude,
it's because it's cool.
Yeah, dude, and that's like the weird, like, I know it's kind of like it's very silly, but like that's a sort of like kind of enigmatic shit I like. Like, there's a wizard. No. There's a thing hanging above it. We don't know what it is, but like, yeah, it could have been slightly cooler than like a fucking giant block, but it didn't need to be.
No, like that's the stuff that like Silver Age comics were really good at, is like this weird evocative stuff that like the kids who read them fucking thought about for fucking ever. Yeah. Even if like the stories weren't like well written or whatever. There was just like ideas in there that like you're just like, fucking that's the what?
And then the fact that like it doesn't even matter.
Like, yeah, he's just like you just light the torch and then he's a ghost and he's there, and his fucking you can see his skeleton legs sticking out.
I was gonna mention the skeleton legs were such a cool moment. That was such a cool little thing because like it had been a week in real time, but he's already a skeleton. That was very cool.
Yeah, and it's just like that happened. That wasn't like a dream or something.
Yeah, no, this was no metaphor. That was good shit. Shazam got big.
He did get big.
He got big.
I love when he gets big.
He punched through two people or two things, entities.
The two other robots.
Yeah. Man, that was good shit.
I love it when they get big.
It's a classic. It works.
It's a classic for a reason. It works. Man. It's cool every time.
So, what does she call herself? Is it just Mary Miracle? His sister?
I mean, she's just Mary Marvel.
Mary Marvel, right? Sorry, Miracle. I don't know why the hell I went to that. Is she like is that like a consistent thing?
Mary?
Yeah. Oh, okay. And that's like I know I don't have like I couldn't tell what of any of this was a staple. I assume a good chunk of it, but like there's just so much happening.
Yeah, the mods, most of it is. Although, like the modern version of this character, they changed a bunch. Like there's a bunch of stuff in the movie that's different. He has like it's like about him having like 7 like foster children siblings and they all get powers.
Oh.
That's in the movie. And they do that in the movie. Cuz that's like New 52.
Oh, gotcha.
When they like bring after this comic, when they like finally bring Shazam into the main DC continuity and they change his name to Shazam and all that stuff. Like the modern version of the character is
gotcha
different. And I think they introduced those ideas in like an alternate universe Flashpoint story or something too. And then just made it main continuity after a continuity reset thing.
Speaking of stuff that was like staples or whatever, when I was trying to figure out like Talking Tiger.
And Dr. Savant is supposed to be short, and then in the movies he's just like a normal guy. I was just like, that's boring.
The Talking Tiger was prime. Specifically the introduction. I just roll up like, is it a private battle? Fucking Marvel's getting ready to throw down. He's like, whoa, whoa, Chief. I'm on your side. It's like, hell yeah.
It reminds me kind of like the dragon just chilling in Bone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also like, or like the fucking mountain lion also, like the evil one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could
also
see it.
Just hanging out, saying Bone, saying hi. I'm a big animal.
He's like, whoa, but you didn't look like a tiger before. Like, yeah, I can't just walk around New York as a tiger. Doesn't work.
Nope.
What is this,
Now, if
Vegas?
you've been a tiger in a purple suit, you probably could.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Away with it. The purple suit thing is especially funny to me, just because eventually, when that writer wrote Superman, he just put Jimmy Olsen in the same suit. Like, it's the same purple suit.
Hell yeah. Look, man, he's got to look.
Those Otto Binder comics.
So, Shazam is magic, right?
Yes.
And Superman is weak to magic.
Uh-huh.
How often does that come up? Is that like a thing? Do they get, I guess, okay, so in Kingdom Come.
Look, I don't think they had ever fought until Kingdom Come.
Really? Okay. But is it like since then, has it been do you know? Is that like a thing that they've gone back to?
Well, because it's like Captain Marvel's was not in that much. He's not in that many. He's not in the same DC
stuff.
Kind of stuff. Yeah, like it was a character that was basically Superman ate him, like as a property. It was like yum yum yum. I am now all the things you were. But then DC just also like won that lawsuit so fucking hard that they got the rights to it, and after it they had turned Superman into more like being like Captain Marvel. So I think Kingdom Come was like the thing that started the idea of them fighting, and then mostly all I can think of things of them fighting is like there's an episode of the Justice League, the Justice League cartoon, that's basically just referencing the Kingdom Come fight, but with different circumstances and stuff.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't after reading this, I don't feel a strong pull for Shazam, really.
Yeah,
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the same way. Like I mentioned to someone that you go back. I don't know, 10, like 7, even 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, I guess. Like even 3 years ago, maybe slightly more. I would have said Dragon Ball is like up there with like lamest anime. It's not the trifecta of garbage like Naruto, One Piece, and
Bleach.
Bleach, right? I was trying to remember if I default to Inuyasha or Bleach. Bleach, yes.
Those were the three that were popular at the same time.
Yeah, they're all garbage. And like Dragon Ball is right, not on that level, but like I would have said like it's just like stupid popular garbage anime. And like I also would have said Superman was the lamest superhero. Like he's just Superman.
Uh-huh.
And now,
yeah, it's a commonly held opinion.
I'm like, Superman's like the greatest, and Dragon Ball is fucking good.
Yeah.
That character growth, though, on my part.
What if someone was just strong?
My arc, yeah.
Just like
what if someone was
really,
just
really powerful,
strong, but like also a good person? Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like just
just sent evildoers to the Shadow Realm.
this fucking yeah. I mean the pinnacle of that is like still when he's trying to get I forget the exact name. What is it? The secret water? The power I forget the adjective. The mega water, the super water, the super secret water. And there's like the illusion with all of Goku's friends. They're like, "No, you should stay here." And he's like, "You guys suck." He didn't even figure out that they're an illusion. He just fucking bails.
Yes.
Oh, that's peak.
The ultra divine water.
Ultra divine water, right? Yeah, that's the good shit,
Yes, when he's like, "You guys are being lame."
Yeah, like there's not even a bit like, "Oh, this was an illusion." Like, and he figures it out that they're not acting like themselves. He didn't notice that. He just noticed they were being stupid.
Oh, you guys are like being tools. You can't just hide in this cave forever.
I'm out
of here.
Oh.
Call me when you're done being dumb.
Yeah, man. Oh, that shit is good. And yeah, like Superman, same kind of deal. Like just nice. I mean, not always, but like as a core concept.
Yeah.
So from the Shazam, where's my heart pulling me?
Yeah.
I mean,
where are we looking?
I'll be real. I want to do Superman stuff, but I think it has to be mainline because I want to do Superman stuff the way I did like fucking Dragon Ball. Like I want to consume. So that'll be. I think that'll be a separate thing. Like we could dive it. Like you just plop whatever the fuck in front of me, and I will devour it.
Okay.
So that'll be a thing. For comics, I do actually have a thread, I think, but I don't know if it's a thing you would be able to curate. A while back, after watching DC Superheroes Supergirls. I think that's the proper title.
It's bad name.
It's not great. Dragon Ball Superhero. I was curious about Zatanna. And I on my own I looked up some stuff. I guess it's only recent that she's been like a mainline thing. Have you read any of her stuff?
She shows up in like group books.
Yeah.
Like she's not a character who like had a long like ongoing of herself or anything.
Yeah.
She'll show up places and like she's in the DC. I mostly know her from the DC animated stuff.
Gotcha.
Like the same.
I did find
era.
I did find a couple like standalone things. If you would be interested in checking that out as a thing you don't know about. Otherwise we can pivot. But I think the thread I want to follow ultimately is like magic. Got me interested in like the magic side of like, I guess not even necessary. Well, it doesn't have to be DC, but when I think of magic in Marvel, I think of Doctor Strange, and that's kind of like, I want like magic, like saying Shazam is like that's the level I'm at, or like the literal like, I'm magic and can pull a bunny out of a hat. I'm not really about the magic of like seeing the multiverse or whatever might be done, I guess. I want a bit of the silliness, I suppose. Silly magic.
Yeah. The problem is fighting like modern, like like modern sensibility comics that do that stuff.
Sure.
Because like we could read Silver Age stuff that's wild, but it's not good either.
Yeah.
Because like the focused on magic, in quotes, like modern DC stuff is also pretty miserable, I think.
Yeah.
It's just like extremely like full of edge.
Yeah, that's what when I think of magic, I want it to be edgy.
Like Constantine.
Yeah.
He's British and he smokes.
That could be anybody. Just narrows it down to all of them.
I mean, it was Keanu Reeves in a movie, but
hey, that's a
kind of
good
a different
movie.
thing.
That's a good movie.
But it's different than the comic. This is different.
That movie was one of my early bad moments. When
that is a movie that people who care about the comic book character Constantine don't like because it's not faithful.
Why?
I'm going to tell you. Because it's not. The character is just like different.
Oh. Like too edgy, not edgy enough.
Just different.
Well, I liked it.
I would say.
Except for the part where he digs into his wrists. That was young me like screaming internally.
Like I haven't read enough Constantine to like have a firm grasp, other than like to say that movie and that comic book character are different things.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, zero. I like every time for a while I've watched it. I think like 2 or 3 times just with like on my own and then with different like friends or whatever. Every time I forgot it was like based on a comic book until the shit pops up.
Yeah. Like the comic book one is like wry humor dude smoking a cigarette showing up in a trench coat, like a brown trench coat. I don't know.
No.
Also extremely British. That is British comics.
I guess.
Well, because it's Alan Moore, I think.
Gotcha.
Like the origin of that.
I guess maybe if not like silly magic, is there something kind of on the line with like the wizard in this Shazam comic that we read? Not necessarily like him, but like that kind of character, I suppose.
No.
Not
that I can think of, really.
Because I do like
because like the silly magic stuff in DC. But also, I don't even have a good pull from a comic that's not like making it edgier.
Yeah.
But even in the animated stuff, it's like sillier. It's like Mr. Mixix Pitlig or Batmite, where they're fourth dimensional characters that like literally just show up to be annoying.
What if we is
it's like the Great Gazoo, but
is there like a warlock angle? Like person has
there's Warlock. He's not a warlock.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Adam Warlock. He's him. He's the perfect being. He's from Marvel.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is one we'll have to like suss out. Because offhand, I don't.
Yeah.
It's not like, I mean, Kingdom Come was kind of easy pickings because there was a lot of shit going on. This is like just, if it wasn't going to be more Shazam, then it's like, well, then kind of what do you do?
Yeah. And they're really even more modern Shazam is like slim pickings, honestly, for stuff that's I think is good. Because I don't love the current take.
Gotcha.
Like that movie, and that movie I think is just okay.
The new
I
one?
haven't seen the second one.
Oh, the new one is the second
Yeah,
one.
there's a sequel that's the new one now. So.
Huh.
But yeah.
I thought this was the
Shazam
first one for some reason.
No, this is a sequel.
Okay. I'm just way off then.
There's a sequel and there's a Black Adam movie. And Black Adam is just evil Shazam. But for some reason they made a whole movie about him.
I mean, for some reason, because The Rock wanted to do a whole movie about him.
It's not just The Rock. It's also like DC and like writers and editorial were weirdly obsessed with Black Adam. Like they kept putting him in the big events. Like Black Adam was in more fucking comics than Captain Marvel.
Oh, wild.
Around the it's the early 2000s or whatever. But again, not in a way that I think is like worth going into.
Yeah, no, I don't like. Nah.
What if Captain Marvel was angry
Boo.
about oppression?
Less boo,
And
but
did evil things?
Yeah.
It's just I don't think it's interesting.
Yeah.
And that character is in like one classic comic book. Like he's like his amount of appearances in classic comics is not high. Also,
Gotcha. Man, my
it just became a weird like thing people go into because of Edge.
I've been my train of thought has been racing internally just through shit. There is one thing I wanted to do, but I don't know if it was too much of an ongoing thing. Maybe we've discussed it before. I forget, because if it's like contained enough, it would be good, but it might be too spread. And that is Thanos apparently having a thing with death. I remember stumbling across that, and I thought it was interesting.
I mean, that's just Thanos. That's his whole thing. That's not even like oh, this one time. No, that's that for Thanos. That's everything.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Everything he did was to impress death.
Yeah, but see, the MCU doesn't really do that. I think.
Yeah, no, except the MCU cut that completely out.
Okay, so we're in sort
of.
Then
I think more recent comics made it more reciprocal than it was originally.
I wanted
like originally he's just a simp.
Like
he's just 100%. He is a simp, and she doesn't even like him.
I appreciate that, but I kind of want the reciprocal a little bit if it's good. I guess
because then there are like modern comics about like her influencing him as a kid.
Oh.
Is that what you?
Not really. Not really.
It's much funnier when he becomes a god and she's like, instead of being standoffish because he's so beneath her, now she's standoffish because she's so far above her. Because she just doesn't like him. But she makes out with Deadpool.
Yeah.
Just telling you things that happen in comics.
I mean, everything happens in fucking comics.
There's that one Deadpool comic where him and Death make out. Thanos never got that.
Damn.
But up to then.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever gotten further.
what base he's gotten to.
Yeah. I'm unsure. In the all of the lineage of comic books.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to.
He did. I do know he once told. He did ask Ben Grimm what time it was.
I don't know who that is.
The Thing.
Oh.
He says it's clobbering time.
Incredible.
That was in Secret Wars. There's like a when Ben Grimm is like the wall protecting all of reality. There's like a tie-in comic that goes more into detail into Thanos like convincing Ben Grimm to stand up.
Gotcha.
He's like, what time is it? And Ben Grimm stands up because you know it's clobbering time.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Whatever. Yeah, maybe we don't decide currently.
Yeah, we can discuss,
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Because we are at a point where just like stuff is pulling us to mainline episodes.
Well,
like bigger things or whatever.
A thing, at least.
Sure. Well, yeah. Where I would want to go is pulling us to big things, and where you seem to want to go is also pointing to different big things, I would say.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I'd push either.
I mean, and then, but once we do the mainline things, then we can get into some of the weirder Superman stuff, maybe, or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, follow those threads. Yeah. At any rate, like, comics continue to be pretty neat.
Comics are cool. Sometimes they're just good, and
man.
It's not like a big thing. It's just like, that was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, man.
Moving on. Soul Circle Podcast, gmail.com, Soul Circle Pod on Twitter. We're on Spotify and places where podcasts are. I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels.
I'm not on Twitter. Shazam!